So in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I was able to go from 17% body fat all the way back down to, right now I'm probably under 6% body fat, but a couple weeks ago, I did my little DEXA scan, I was 7% body fat. How was I able to do it? Well, I cut out the vices, right? I relapsed smoking weed. I started, smoking the little vape pen, the little weed pen. It makes you numb, it makes you complacent, and it is addictive. So first, you need to understand that. Any vice that you have, whether it be weed, whether it be harder drugs, or whether it be alcohol, right? It could even be porn. It could be, there's a whole bunch of addictions out there that keep you complacent. It keeps you in this trance that everything is, okay, it's comfortable. When you hit that shit, it's all your problems go away. That's what you first off need to recognize. You need to recognize that you're in this cycle of despair, that you haven't made up your mind. You're going through things in your life. Life is hard, brother. Life is hard, but you make it harder holding on to these vices. So first off, you need to cut out the vices, cut out the bullshit that's not serving you to get you towards your goals, whether that be your physique. With me, it's my mindset, it's my physique, it's my business, it's my relationships, and all of the vices that you continue to stack up is going to deplenish and diminish your results. It's going to prolong. You're going to go into this snowball effect that's going to bleed off into every other aspect of your life. You see what I'm saying? So that's first off recognizing where you're fucking up. You're fucking up there, 100%. You're fucking up. Now that you understand this, it's time to actually create a plan and a system from your morning routine to your nutrition, to your training and your sleep. Let's start off with morning routine. I'm gonna tell you what's worked for me, and I've been doing it for the past 5 months now. I started this journey again on February 18th, and it's July 14th right now. So about 5 months of consistency from 17% body fat, feeling lost, feeling stuck, complacent, comfortable, doing what made me happy in a way, right? It's a fleeting happiness that doesn't have any real substance to it, right? It doesn't have any really substance to it. Now look, if you want to progress, you want to elevate in your life, you're gonna have to lock the fuck in. Starting off with your morning routine. What's worked for me is waking up at 4:30 a.m. every single morning. I don't give a fuck if I go to sleep at 12. Guess what? I'm gonna still wake up. I'm gonna still wake up at 4:30. It might be 4:40, but I'm waking up before 5 a.m. every single day, regardless of how I feel. What does that do? That alone instills the discipline that you can do what you said you would do the night before and actually stand on business. That's your first win of the day. And these wins will stack up and continue to carry out through the rest of your day to elevate you through the rest of your day and continue to stay on track. So waking up at 4:30 before 5 a.m., you don't need 8 hours of sleep. You don't. I've been doing this shit for the past 6 years. Yes, there's times where I fell off and, 4 months ago, I'd wake up at like 8 o'clock, whatever, right? This is what's worked for me, waking up before anybody, right? Anybody, there's no cars on the street. There's nobody walking around. You're the only person awake. You know what type of confidence that builds? It might not seem like a big thing, but it's one of the key pivotal things that's changed my physique. I know it might sound crazy, but it is true. So waking up, journaling, right? Marcus Aurelius journaled, and it was just reminders to himself. Reminders to himself about, bro, he had it all. He was a great ruler. He had everything. He didn't have to, journal in his books and remind himself that, to stay disciplined, to seek out the pain, to not go for the pleasure and not indulge into, if he wanted to, he can have a fucking boatload of fucking wine, bitches every day and just drink himself away, fornicate for the next 19 years of his life. It wouldn't affect him. But it takes a different type of man to instill the pain, the discipline that's going to help you progress through your life and stay aligned with this person that you envision yourself, right? Because you have to become the person before it materializes itself. I can sit here and try to manifest something. I can sit here and fucking meditate and try to manifest the life that I want. But without the work, without the discipline, you're just fucking thinking. You're just stroking your ego, right? So first off, wake up early. Journal what the fuck you're feeling, your goals, what you're going to do that day, the needle moving task that's going to get you towards your goal. Drop down and give me 50 push-ups. It's not about the push-ups. It's about doing something, right? Because doing 50 push-ups, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm still at like 50. I'm like, all right, that was some good shit. After you just woke up 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, you still drop down and give me the 50 push-ups. It's about instilling the discipline that's going to carry throughout the rest of your day. You're going to have these moments throughout your day where you second guess yourself, but you're like, damn, I've already woke up early before anybody. Nobody's doing push-ups when they wake up. Well, nobody of substance, nobody of character, nobody of success, right? Journaling what the fuck you feel, getting it out on paper and not just keeping it inside where it's gonna fester and create this fucking resentment in yourself. Cutting the vices, no weed, no alcohol. And if you do drink alcohol, it's like once every blue moon, once every occasion. Don't make it a fucking routine. Don't make it a habit. The only habits that you should have are these habits that I'm talking about. Disciplined habits. Because these disciplined habits are going to make you elevate at a higher frequency than everybody around you. Success vibrates at a certain frequency. So if you want to tap into this frequency, if you want to tap into this shit, you're going to have to do shit that's hard. You're going to have to instill discipline throughout your life. So that's your morning routine. Then you get in the gym. You train. And you don't need to be in the gym for fucking 2-3 hours. That's ridiculous. You'll see people at fucking, the 24-hour fitness that you go to. And they've been in the gym for how long? They've been in the gym for years. And they still look the same. Why do you think that is? Because they might work out in the gym, but they're not pushing themselves to failure. They're going through the motions. They're going through the motions to say that they did it. Now, if you do something with intention and you actually fucking focus on, it always goes back to the pain. You focus on the pain. The pain will make you a stronger man. It will make you show up when nobody wants to show up. It will make you wake up when nobody wants to wake up. Yeah. When I wake up, it's like, damn, the fucking bed's still cozy. It's cold. Like, I don't want to get up. But you do it regardless of how you feel. And you instill this discipline that cannot be bought. When you go in the gym, you can go in the gym, bro. I work out for like 35 to 40 minutes every day. And I achieved this physique with that. I recomped my body, got to under 7% body fat. I have crazy abs, crazy vascularity, crazy cuts. You know what I'm saying? Listen, crazy cuts. I feel amazing. It's some shit you just can't buy. right? You can't buy discipline. You can't buy hard work. You can't even buy the physique. You might be able to take peptides and all of this bullshit, right? But at what cost? 10 years off your life? 20 years off your life? I'm cool on that shit. Health is wealth. And you hear it a lot. Health is wealth. Now, when you go in the gym, and you work out with intensity. I do 3 sets of 8 reps. And on the 8th rep, I can't push no more. I can't fucking pull no more. And if you're able to do 15, 20 reps, up the weight. Like, what are you doing? You expect your muscles to grow under the least amount of stress? Does that make sense at all? No, it doesn't. So train with intensity. You don't need to be in there for fucking 2 hours, an hour even. You don't need to do cardio every fucking day. Bruh, you don't need to do cardio. I did not achieve this physique doing cardio every day. I didn't. I maybe do cardio once to twice a week on the Stairmaster for not even 20 minutes. You got it all fucked up. You think you got to do all of this fucking shit. No. It's about moving with intention and relentless effort. It's okay if you fail, but that in turn determines what type of man you are. When you fail, what happens? Do you just give up? Or do you continue to push through? Do you continue to get off your fucking knees, get the fuck up, and push through? That's as simple as that, bro. Now look, nutrition. You need to cook your own food. Simple as that. Whole foods. Don't consume so much fat. When you're eating ground beef, you don't want to eat the fucking 75-15. You don't want to eat the 80-20. You don't want to do that shit. 90-10, 95-5, ground beef, chicken. You want to eat these lean meats that don't have a lot of fat in them. It's just like when you think about, you see people in the gym with a fat trainer and they're still fat. It's like, brother, they might have all the information, but they don't have an implementation. So, would you want to work out with a trainer that's fucking 300 pounds overweight, looks disgusting, eats fast food all the day, doesn't even work out? Or would you rather get trained by a motherfucker that's mentally sharp, physically, you can see the hard work that they put in? It's just like the same thing with your diet. You have to eat lean meats to become lean. And look, a lot of people say, you got to cut out the carbs. No carbs, keto diet, this is the way. Your muscles, look, go ahead. If you want to do that, you'll be skinny fat for the rest of your life. You'll be skinny for the rest of your life. You'll be fat for the rest of your life. It's just what it is, bro. Your muscles need the glycogen. The glycogen comes from the carbs, the carbohydrates. So don't cut out the carbs. It's okay to carb cycle, but at this point, look, if you're fat right now and you do not have abs, you do not have vascularity, you shouldn't even fucking be worrying about a carb cycle. You need to lose the weight first. And how do you lose the weight? You get into a caloric deficit, eating whole foods, clean foods, cook your food. But the main thing is a caloric deficit. If I really wanted to, you can still go ahead and go to McDonald's and eat in a caloric deficit, but you won't be full, you won't be satiated. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you eat whole foods, you eat vegetables, fruits, carbs, ground beef, lean, chicken, rice, potatoes, you'll be satiated. You won't be as hungry. Now, going back to the fasting, yes, while you're fasting, you will feel some type of hunger. But that's when you have your appetite suppressants. Me, it is one of my things that I'm working on eliminating, right? Which is nicotine and caffeine. But caffeine has been with me all my life. All my life. They're appetite suppressors. So when I'm in my fasting window, I use them to suppress my appetite to when I'm able to go ahead and eat. I can eat and sustain for the rest of the day. I only eat like three meals a day, if that. So you want to be in a caloric deficit. You just need to. You're not going to lose the weight unless you're in a caloric deficit. It's as simple as that. And this video, I wanted to do it on the computer, but it wasn't working. I made a whole little presentation, but it's as simple as that. If you take notes on this and you implement this, follow me on Instagram. If you want to work with me, DM me, rebuild. Because I rebuild my fucking physique. If you're a busy man, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, you should be a reflection of that, right? If you have a successful business, you got a nice car, you got a nice house, you should have a nice physique. You should. It's just what it is, brother. And you're only gonna get there with your habits, with your nutrition, and with your training. Now, if you wanna work with me, DM me on Instagram and let's fucking get this shit, bro. Stop fucking sitting around. Stop in this loop of, oh yeah, but it's too hard. Oh, maybe I might do the peptides, the SARMs. Maybe I might do, bro, fuck out of here. You're weak. Don't be weak, bro. And I know that's not you. So let's get this shit.